Hello world. Thanks for listening. This is Music and Math Podcast. My name is Kengo Ichiki. Thanks for listening. This is the third English episode. So today, I came up several topic. Let me start from the first topic. I don't know, it's a worldwide trend or custom habit on Twitter or other social media. But, people show, if you buy some new toys or something, gadgets, you put the picture and put the caption that this is my new gear and showing people that your new toys, how, attractive. And today's first topic of my talk is my new gear. Actually, gears. One of the gears I bought recently is this mic I'm talking to. I bought a dynamic mic. This is the first dynamic mic of mine. I've been using microphone. It is condenser mic, cheap one, Marantz. One of the entry-level microphone set, including shock mount and a mini tripod, that sort of thing. I'm fine with that, but this time I bought my new gear. Roland just released some very attractive, reasonable priced, handy Isla Compact. 3 devices, including that is the rhythm machine, bass machine in one package. It's called T8, and the other one is synthesizer kind of thing. It's a J6. And the third one is the voice tweaker, they said. The name is E4. I bought the last one, the third one, voice tweaker, because I'm curious about the vocoder sound, and I want to have vocoder for a long time, but I try not to buy too many stuff because I've already have enough things. And but when I saw this new news release, including this E4, and the price is not that expensive one. It's reasonable price, and in addition, my birthday is coming at the time. Tomorrow is my birthday, by the way. So I just buy this one, E4, and it arrived a few days ago. As I said, I have only condenser mic. It's on the arm. It's set up for desktop usage, and this E4 is handy portable one, and I want to use that with the keyboard. So the mic, the condenser mic I have, is not fitting that. And also, as I said, I didn't have a dynamic mic yet, so I just buy the mic too. Okay, dynamic mic, the choice. I'm, looking around on Amazon and the other music shop, online shop. And people said, and also you might think that, okay, for dynamic mic, the first dynamic mic you should buy Shure SM58, I guess. That's the de facto standard dynamic mic in the market. And I thought that, but the problem is the price. And the price, it's the entry level product, and it's not that expensive. The microphone is a thing, for high end, there is no limit for the high end side. And this SM58, that's the definitely the entry level, but the many professionals also use that, so it's a good entry level microphone. I know that, but still, my budget is a bit tight because as I said, I already buy E4 and it's I like to keep the price as low as possible for the extra stuff, and I'm looking for the alternatives for this dynamic microphone shopping, and I decided to buy Audio Technica's. This is Pro 31. It's less than half price of a Shure, and I'm not sure how different the sound quality is, and I don't care too much about that quality, so I think it's alright. You now listening to my voice through this new dynamic microphone, and you can hear the difference between the voice before. I will check later. And yes, this is first topic, my new gears. Okay, and also I bought the Roland Ira Compact E4. These days companies are selling many those electronic instrument gadgets, and they put a lot of functionalities into a small package. And this E4 contains not only a vocoder voice tweaking function, but also it contains the looper too. And that's another interesting thing for me too. But my primary interest at this moment of this E4 is about the vocoder, or more precisely the harmonizer. How do you call it? So technically it's different things, I guess, but with this one we can be a Jacob Collier harmonizer stuff by yourself. That's the whole point of my purchase of this E4, meaning that I can play keyboard then sing, although it only have 4 voices, I think, but that'll be fun. I already play with that. It's so difficult. Okay. 行きましょう。Of course, it's nothing new. There are many synthesizer keyboards with vocoder functions too, like I think Microcog or Roland JDXI. I'm curious about that thing, and I'm watching, and but I didn't play with that before, and now I try to play with that, and it's so difficult. My body is not acting as expected. The feeling is so similar when I try to play guitar in the first place. Playing guitar is a different thing, of course, obviously, from playing piano, because one definite difference is that I'm talking very obvious, trivial thing, but this is my feeling. I realized when I first play guitar, it's so different, so difficult for me. Okay, we need to coordinate left hand and right hand together to play even a single note. That's a new thing for me at the time, because for keyboard player, you don't need to care about those coordination for playing a single note, making a sound. You just hit the keyboard, and then sound just came out of the keyboard, right? It's that easy. But for guitar, there is a string. That vibration generates the sound, right? But to make a sound, you have to press the proper position on the left hand and strum the correct string by your right hand together. If you want to play a melody, you need to move left hand corresponding to the note you want to play. At the same time, in a precise timing, you have to strum the string. That coordination of both hands to generate a single note, that's so different in my brain. Similar thing happened when I play the vocoder setup by keyboard and voice. Thing is that to make a sound, chord sound, multiple voice sound, first you need to press the keyboard connected to the E4. But the pressing the keyboard is not the action to create the sound. The sound is basically generated by your voice. So you need to sing or you need to speak to the microphone to generate that sound. That is so obvious, I'm trying to explain my struggle, but it sounds so obvious, so trivial. So I need to get used to this setup situation, but it's fun actually. My single voice is becoming a chord sound, and that sound is very familiar to me, but at the same time different and beautiful. And I really love these things, and I want to play that more. I want to master this, the techniques, but it's so different from what I've been doing, and I need to learn. I need to get used to it. The situation, as I said, like playing a guitar kind of thing. So it will take some time, but it's fun. I will put some demo here, maybe in between after editing this episode. Please listen to that. Okay, those are the first two topics. And at this time, this episode, I like to talk the other things. As I said, my birthday is tomorrow, and I have a Facebook account, and Facebook knows my birthday as well as others. So the Facebook is the things I notice people's birthday, including me. A few days ago, Facebook reminds me about my memories, the pictures, that kind of thing. That was 3 years ago. I traveled to Europe this is a business trip, and I visited London and Paris. It was like a week trip. It was 3 years ago. Everybody knows that since then we have things, COVID situation, and the world have changed since then. I talked that now I'm in Japan, my home country. We came back, I and my wife, and our pretty dog came back to Japan 13 years ago, actually, literally. Meaning that, as I said, we have a dog. Her name is Monton, Monton, Monton. She was a Canadian girl. We put her name Monton from the city's name. We lived there at the time, Edmonton, by the way. So we came back to Japan 13 years ago, and before that, I was a researcher. I've been working as a scientist for roughly 10 years abroad. And those 10 years moving around life, that was a kind of tough stuff for us and for me. And I really hate traveling. So, after coming back to Japan, I think I've done traveling, especially traveling abroad. I don't want to do that, those long flight. It's just torture, and I don't want to do that anymore. But yeah, 3 years ago, that's a job, and I have to do that. But that trip to the Europe, that's fun. It's okay. Yeah, anyway, okay, so what I want to talk about the trip was... Okay, yeah, I want to talk about the museum stuff. When I'm staying at London, I went to the British Museum. It was surprised to me that in the museum, we can take a picture by your camera freely. That was so amazing, but it should be, because the purpose of the museum is to show people their stuff, right? That's educational purpose, enlightening people's. That's the main purpose of the museum. That's a natural thing. But here in Japan, not only Japan, I don't know the other place, but here in Japan especially, most of the museum places, they prohibit to taking a picture, I think. I'm talking this because our memory is very precious, but without the help of external stuff, cameras, pictures, photos, it's gone day by day. But my memory of this traveling in Europe and the British Museum thing, I can sit in front of PC and check my photos anytime I want. That reminds me of the memories and the feelings. Prohibiting taking a picture is a waste of, the main purpose. The similar thing I feel on a concert. Of course, I understand the musicians are playing, and this performance is their product. They are selling those performance to the audience. So recording, even taking a picture, would damage their business. In a sense, I understand the situation, business model thing. But especially the jazz music, it's so complicated, right? You just go to the concert, jazz club or something one night, and musicians play beautiful songs at a time, and you feel, oh, that's beautiful or good. But what they're doing, the improvising, is creating a beautiful memory at the time, all the time, the solo time. So those creation is one-time thing. And we, not the specialists, the normal people, cannot get the details of the playing, the information, the creation, which the musicians is doing on stage. So taking a picture at the museum is the thing, the same thing. I want to make my personal copy of the concert. Then I want to listen again after going back to home. Repeat and repeat. Then I want to understand what's going on that time, the concert. Okay, yeah, I understand it's difficult because of the business stuff and the how musicians live. This is their way. Okay, let me finish the English episode here. Yeah, my birthday is coming, and yeah, I'm over 50, and I'm not the kids anymore, so it's nothing special, but it's a good excuse to buy something, and I use that chance this year, so I'm happy with that. I want to play with this new gear more, so okay, so that's the story today, and thanks for listening. Please give me a comment, your comment, feedback. Oh, by the way, this is the first English episode since the thing happened. That is, I started WordPress webpage of this podcast channel. The host of this podcast is Anchor, and Anchor suggests me, why don't I make a podcast WordPress page? And there is a button, so I just clicked and I set up WordPress page. So now you can write a comment to my episode. So please give me a comment. Thanks for listening. See you next time. Peace and love.